I invite you to take your spirit into your own hands. I invite you to open your hands in front of you, and in the right hand to manifest by simple intent that which you call your spirit, that larger part of you, that part of you that has always been, is now, and will always be. It arrives on your hand like sunshine. Simple but powerful sunshine. It cannot be measured. It cannot be weighed. But you can feel its warmth and its beauty. And in your left hand, manifest now Spirit itself. Spirit of humanity, spirit of the animal kingdom, the mineral kingdom, and all of life itself. Within your hands, you hold now the power of Namaste. And if you bring your hands together, unifying your spirit with the spirit of all things, and you understand the true meaning of Namaste. Thrown about a lot in the New Age circles these days, but its meaning is deep, eternal, endless, just like you are eternal, endless. With the unification of your spirit to the larger whole, that which you have called the Merkaba, the light body, the light vessel that you are, speeds up and begins to spin in all directions around you. If it is difficult for you to feel this, for a period of time, hold your hands together. And use your breath beautiful breath to speed up this process. And allow it now. Allow it to blend with the sounds of outside, the joy and the laughter of humanity. If you here in this room can hear them right now, this means that they can feel you right now, and that what is created here can travel through them into the further realms of the human spirit. While your Merkaba, your light body, speeds up, allow the music that you can hear and the voices in the distance that you can hear to blend together with this voice. A voice no different from yours, no more unique and no more plain, just like yours. And allow these elements to create a field between all of us. A field of love. A field of harmony. A field of peace. Three qualities that are native to your soul. Allow this to happen. This is what we call the Merkaba, the light ship of all of our energies combined, and the energies of those outside that are sharing their joy with this moment. From this field, I invite you to observe planet Earth, so many places that you in your lifetime have not yet experienced. But I guarantee you that throughout all those lives that you are living right now, you have walked, explored, scanned every part in space and every part in time of this beautiful planet Earth, this pearl we call Gaia. I invite you now to bring the energy of Gaia into this room. to invoke the presence of this beautiful sister. Let the planet pour out of your heart. And enjoy the rest of the journey that she will share with you. Beautiful beings, blessed be. I am Gaia, and we have work to do. Stay rested, stay in the position that you are in. Make sure that you feel comfortable for what is to happen here in this moment now. Is the starting point of transition between you and me. As far as the stewardship and the guidance of Earth is concerned. After this experience is over, there will be less of a percentage of me creating this beautiful planet, and more of a percentage of you, humanity, creating this beautiful planet, allowing my retreat and re-entry to commence. So, imagine space. You so often believe it to be black, dark, pointless really, but it isn't. It is very much alive. It is very much colorful. It is very much a very busy place, just like the inside of you. For space, the external space, is merely the representation of the inner space. And while for many of you, my beautiful Gaians, that has been a theory long since chewed, it is not necessarily one that has been properly swallowed and experienced. So this is what I would like to give you today. And for those among you who cannot experience life yet such as those that you call the indigos, the star seeds, crystals, and all of these things. The gift of direct experience of life is being given to you by you now. So, imagine space. After all, there will come a time where no longer your body will be made up of flesh and bone and marrow and organs and blood. The time unfolds of light body creation, where indeed the inside is bigger than it appears. As big as that what appears on the outside. Beautiful beings. Within the heart center of space, which is your heart center, exists a pearl. That pearl is your planet. And today, it becomes more than your planet. It becomes your creation. Feel the blue planet inside of you, inside of your heart. And from there, let it grow, grow, grow. As it does, there are those that are connecting to you now beyond words, beyond names, beyond thought. These beings are called and have for a long time been called the entourage. Not merely working with myself, Gaia, with beautiful other sisters such as Cryo. This entourage that manifests itself as a ring of light, moves into position around your heart space. There appear to be only 12 of them, but when you look deeper, and look deeper you can, you will see layer upon layer upon layer, creating a funnel, each circle moving in the opposite direction. This, which once was the entry point into my core, becomes the entry point into your core. travel through it. As you do, you will be faced with one of the greatest mysteries of reality. For at my core, what else exists but more space? The same space that we started with, a different frequency, soon to become a different tone. It is this simple procedure that allows you to travel dimension. And for those amongst you, here in this room or not, that have not yet had the pleasure of direct experience when it comes to dimension, this changes today. Of course, it is so that all of you here and elsewhere, continually travel dimension, continually travel frequency, continually shift perception, and you move from one layer of this third density to another, unnoticed, unseen, unfelt, but it happens. And when it happens, it affects the human being. And it creates a disadvantage if the human being is not aware of what is happening. Moving through spaces where the laws of time and space and physics and the mind work slightly different each time, is bound to create a space in which you, human, get lost. And even the best of you, those pilots that have gone on many a mission out there, will see the benefit of that. You too, inside of you, now, are invited to use the power of this entourage. You will get to know them as each of them stands for different things, different magnetic abilities, different tachyonic experiences offered by each. You could call this bunch the private coming together of those conscious aspects of you that will go through the ascension of all matter. So, get used to this. Time travel. Get used to this. For this heart space, even though in the past only called theory by many that proclaimed it practice, will be the navigational system that you will need. And every time a human moves in their minds to yesterday or tomorrow or 5 minutes ago or 5 minutes hence, every time this destabilized the heart space, pulled you into different dimensions, into different frequencies, and therefore into different states of being. If only between now and the fulfillment of the movement to the fullness of Ish, that point in time where time concludes, if only between this period now and that period then, you can stay out of involuntary, dimensional, and therefore frequential travel by simply not moving out of the moment of now. You will notice how natural the shift will be between what you have been and what you are. And this, beloved Gaians, does not mean that it is forbidden to think about past or future or any of these things, but that the understanding must exist in the now space, in the now time, that everything occurs now. And this too is a theory that must become practice. Therefore, open your mind to the total overview, the total spectrum of the now moment. You are about to run a planet after all, and this is how things worked from my perspective. To see the sphere that you call Gaia, to see the sphere that you call Earth, from the vantage point that I am talking to you about right now, is to move beyond the linear expression of it and to see the totality of it all at once. And in that way, my beautiful child, Ekra, or Ekara, as you call him, was very right today. You have not physically seen my body revolve around the sun, have you? No. You have been fooled by science. That simple concept alone, the introduction of gravity in one's mind, the introduction of planetary bodies in one's mind, the introduction of the false nature of stars as simple helium balloons that produce heat. It is ridiculous, but it becomes obvious that these simple elements would create the illusion of linearity. So here you have, instead of a beautiful, complete sphere, a peel like that of an orange that goes round and round and round the sphere, up and down and up. And you walk this path and you think it be linear. Have you ever tried to go inside? Inside of the sphere of that which you call Gaia is where you exist. It is inside of this space that dimension collapses into tonality, and the main difference being that it is your song that moves you through spaces. I always say linearity is a bitch, and indeed it is, for it keeps you on the surface of something which is so much deeper, and you know these things. But isn't that the problem? That you know these things, just like you know that the earth revolves around the sun. In whose universe, I ask? Maybe the mind's universe, maybe the school teacher's universe, maybe the scientist's universe. But is it so in yours? And does it matter? Does it matter? Or would it be more interesting, perhaps, to meet the sun? To be the sun? Would it be more interesting, perhaps, to realize that this body that you call sun is the simple entry point to every other dimension that you would like to travel? And so, we must come to the conclusion that we must place this body, the sun, within the heart space as well. So look again, practice now. Look again for the space within. Look again for the colorful vastness, the taste, the smell, the feeling of space itself. And while we move the energy of the planet from the heart all the way down in the belly. Beautiful, beautiful belly. Within the center itself of the chest, the light portal that you have called the sun appears. And around it again, the entourage, made up of you and nothing but you. The magnetic and tachyonic and the tonal masters. And again, we make the inner journey provided by the funnel created by the entourage, and we allow the solar body to move deep within. The same simple method brings you to all of these dimensions that we talk about, that you call in most cases planets. How about a quick trip, perhaps, to Venus? Do it on your own now. Follow the simple practice now. And while so many would say, Gaia, you must be a bit demented. This is quite easy and I'm not feeling exactly the effects that you are describing. I say to you, human, yes, it is. And no, you don't. And while these things are indeed taking place, with a lack of full sensation of them, we have come to the point where this thing called mind, this mind trap, this mind box, this matrix, is reanalyzing for you the things that we are saying here right now, and is snipping it all up, the experience that just happened, putting in some bits and pieces about physics and reality and linearity and the fact that this room exists in a certain linear moment, and erases everything else that does not compute its current program. So what chance do we have now? Maybe a choice. And maybe the choice could be that we override the system. In the coming minutes, you will be given an opportunity to do so. And while Kwan Yin was expected to take care of this part of the journey, here now, aren't I? Like her, I am not interested in magic tricks. Like her, I am not interested in a waste of time. So, we are going to do this very simple. For those of you that want this right now, commit to yourself inside, go within, in other words, and transmit to me, Gaia, yes. For those of you who are not interested in this right now, transmit to me, no. And allow the energy response for both answers to come back to you right now. For those of you that have said yes in this moment, a piece of energy of myself, Gaia, is returned from you to me. And it is the very piece of energy that creates your body on this planet Earth. And from me to you, a piece of energy is returned. And it is the energy that now forms your body. And in doing so, you take upon yourself the stewardship of not just this planet, but your reality, your expression, and your experience. In the times to come, we will deepen this. In the times to come, as has been explained by Ekara, we will be able to step into direct experience together, unlocking this part for yourself is a massive step in allowing not only your ascension of all matter, but also the physical return of those that you call the Ascended Masters to take place. So many years, so many experiences, such a vast, vast illusion. And on a normal day like this, it starts to come to an end. Let us take the energy of this room, the energy of this Merkaba. And in the next breath, and the next one, and the next one after that, let us expand this invitation to all of humanity. Congratulations. Your path towards proper, practical self-mastery and ascension has finally begun. Quite an anti-climax, wouldn't you say? So, I, Gaia, will leave you now, in this way anyway. And I recommend that you take a certain amount of minutes, 5, maybe 10, to stay within your space and to allow what was said here not to be cast aside, away in another endless, linear, pointless moment. So stay with yourself. Stay with this choice. I will leave you now. And as this body returns, you will have the pleasure of meeting the beauty of my dear, dear friend, Lao Tse. I am Gaia. Stay with you. Namaste.